This is crazy. Hello and welcome for the last time to the Island of Chance, the end of our Chance Challenge, and the full island tour of this forestcore themed island. Hi, I'm Corinne, this is Typhoon, and let's look at my island together. Okay, this is crazy. You guys know this is crazy, but the island is officially done. Let's take a look at the island map, of course. First, this is the DA if you want to come visit. There is me on here, my boyfriend John, my roommate Renee. They're just intense for show. And then we have Jeremiah, Pashmina, Eunice, Shep, Billy, Patty, Sherb, Apollo, Zucker, and Bo on the island. I really love how the map turned out. I think it's really cute. I love how it looks. I really like the lake in the middle. I've always been obsessed with the lake in the map. And it just, looking at this map just like brings me joy. So I am excited to finally show it with you guys and it being done. So if you don't know, this island was made for the Chance Challenge, which basically no decisions were made for me. All the decisions on the island besides the last build. If you want to see that, I explained all of that in the last video that I uploaded. But the rest of the decisions were made by AI, flipping a coin, spinning a wheel, like everything besides myself. I did take some creative direction, and I did once like there's some I did cut corners a lot for some things. For the most part, everything was up to chance, including most of the villagers. We did have a little bit of a misstep with the villagers, but I still do not regret that at all. I have been working on this island and doing this challenge since the beginning of this year, and it is now the beginning of 2023, and it is now November of 2023, and I am so excited to be done and to show you guys the entire island. This is a forestcore themed island. It is saved at the end of November, so the trees are red. I really like how it looks, and I hope you guys are going to like it as well. So I don't want to talk super long, so let's just get right into the actual tour. So I don't think there's a better place to start than the entrance. So this is the entrance. It's not super complicated. It's really just a lot of trees, and then as you can see, we have a nice little sign pointing towards resident services. And if you take the path in, we are at resident services, which we've been standing at this whole time. So there's a little bench here, a little seating area, but we're gonna come back through the entrance because if you go to the left, we have the museum. Hello. Also, I completely forgot to say that my voice is still kind of gone, so if I sound a little bit more raspy than normal, that is why. So next to the museum, I have a little dig spot area. These are not actual like spawned things. I buried fossils here. So I have no spawn area and no rock garden, but this is the museum. All the beaches still have stuff all over them. I did not decorate them. They're flower beaches, just by the way. So from the museum, we are just going to come back to the entrance. This is really the only thing that's over here. Back to the entrance, back to resident services, and then we are going to come straight down into our farmers market. This is one of the last things we built on the island. So basically there's just a bunch of stalls, and they each have a different thing that they are selling, like a normal farmers market would. What's fun about the farmers market is that some of the stalls are taken from bigger builds in the island that you guys will see later as we go through, but this is just like a quick walkthrough of the whole thing. So, and also all of the gyroids, we have gyroids working every single stall. So we have a mushroom farm, which is actually part of Jeremiah's mushroom farm, or a mushroom stand, part of Jeremiah's mushroom farm, which you will see. We have a fruit stand. This is just a general stand. A coffee stand to represent Brewster, with our little Brewster gyroid, of course. A candle making stand, which is a one-off. I wanted to do a whole candle making build, but there were not I couldn't get super creative, so this was the best that I could do. I still think it's cute though. A flower stand, which has to do with Zucker and Patty's flower farm. A record stand, which turned out really cute. Definitely a little bit unrealistic probably, but that's okay. And then lastly, a bread/bakery stand. This has to do with Beau's house actually, which we will see in a little bit. And then if we go behind the farmer's market, I have this path that goes around the entire lake. And we will walk through the whole thing, but just for some like wayfinding, there's a path that connects the entire lake all together. But from the farmer's market, we will go around to here. This is just a little DIY table area. I usually like to have storage heads and DIY tables all throughout the island, but there was really just not that much room on this one. And then over this bridge, we get to our shopping district. So we have Abel's with all of our little sewing type items, and then Nook's with a bunch of cardboard items and other shopping items. And then we have our house, which is my house, that is actually a brewery. This is also one of the last builds that I did. So if you saw the last video, you saw this already. This is just one of the things that I really wanted to include. So we have the main floor that is a brewery with all of our little drunk gyroids and our gyroids that are working the bar. It's really cute. If you want to see in the build in more depth, definitely go check out my last video. I really like how it turned out, and I will say this again, even though I've said cute 500 times. I just think it's absolutely adorable. Like, they're just so, I love them. And then if we go upstairs, I actually made a studio apartment. So I like to think that my character in the game runs this brewery and lives in the studio upstairs. So it has everything you need to live in an apartment. We got a little reading nook, a bedroom area with some of the sloppy sofas with the actual bed, some nice bookshelves, and then a full little kitchen and dining room set up. I really like how this turned out. Like I said, check out the last video if you want to see the build in more detail, especially like all the little details in the kitchen. It's just so cute. And then lastly, we'll check out the basement. The basement is just a basement. I'm not going to stay down here too long. If you want to see the full thing, like I said, go check out the other video. We have a ton of just random stuff shoved in here, a little work/storage area, and then a bunch of furniture pieces that are being stored over on this side. And that's the whole house. So now I'm going to move back from the shopping district onto our main path again. So this is part of the path that follows the lake. And then if we turn here, this is the campsite. So we have a little camping area. It was supposed to be like very like woodsy, like a bunch of tents in the woods. Oh, CJ's here today. Hi. So this is Renee or John's tent. We have a campfire area over here. This is Renee or John's tent. I don't know which one's where. I can check the map, but it's okay. And then if you come all the way back, we have our actual campsite with a visitor right now. We have an amiibo in here. And I think this just looks so cute with the waterfall in the background and the hiking trail in the back. And I know the campsite area takes up a lot of room on the island, but because it is a forest core island, I really wanted this to be a huge staple of the island. And I think it turned out really cute. And then there's just filler down here in between the campgrounds and then like the shopping district. Now coming back out to that main path again, we also have these little stepping stones everywhere. So this is the main path that comes in front of the lake but behind the farmer's market, and then we have these little stepping stones that just connect everything. And then if you head in here, this is just a campfire area that's in the middle of the lake. I like it. We also have the money spot there right now, which is fun. And then we can hop back this way and we're back connected to the main path that is near the campsite. Campsite's down here, and then we hopped up here. And so then if we keep going, we make it back to our hiking trail, which is up here. This is just a lot of filler. You're supposed to feel like you're in the woods. Whole trail area, super duper cute. This was my first build that I did on the island. And then if you come all the way up, we have a little tiny lake. You have an option to go this way with some waterfalls and a thinner path and some rivers. And then let's go back here. We have a little fishing area back there on this little tiny, it's like a pond. I wouldn't say it's a lake. And then we have Sherb's house here, actually, which he is a little, he works with wood. What am I? Oh, he's a lumberjack. I forgot. I almost called him a woodsmith, which is not the right term. So we got Sherb's house, which he's like a forest man. His house doesn't match. Absolutely not, but that's okay. Now we are at the base of the hiking trail again, and we're going to head this way. I'm just following the path of the lake. This is the lake right here. And if you want to see the map just for some wayfinding, you can see that we are at the top of the lake. Oh, that shows my house. We are at the top of the lake, the top right. And then over here, hello, Billy. We have our picnic area. Really cute. One of the first builds that I did. Nice and fun. You can sit in it, which is cute, and take pictures. And I really like how it just looks with the background of everything. Billy is really just feeling himself here. And now we're going to keep going, and we enter into the main neighborhood of the island. So back here, this is Billy's house, and he just has like a little laundry area. I didn't really have a ton of room for him, so we kind of threw him in here. And then behind Billy's house, you can come up this way, and we have Jeremiah being a cutie patootie in Jeremiah's house, which is a mushroom farm. This is also a build that you can watch, but it's a whole mushroom farm, and I will say this now, yes, this is not how mushrooms grow. I know that in real life, but, you know, it's cute. What can I say? So we got a whole little, like, farmy area over here, got layers and rows of mushrooms, got some of the rare mushrooms at our little digging area, and they're all in these little dig spots. It's really cute. I'm a big fan of it. Is it not like real life? Yeah, but it's cute. And who doesn't love Jeremiah? Now we're back down next to Billy's house. And then if we go over this bridge, we are in our farm. This is Pashmina's farm, which is very cute, if I might add. It's just a ton of crops. I love crops. It's actually technically a sunken farm. This is like the background area of it. And then if you keep continuing back, this is the secret beach. Not decorated, but it's there. It's just nice to have access to it. And then we're going to come back to the front of the neighborhood, and then if we go over here and up this way, this is kind of like our overlook path of the sunken farm. We got some mopeds going on, and then if you like come here, you can kind of see the farm a little bit. It was supposed to be more of a scenic view, but I ended up making Apollo's honey stand, which is so cute. Apollo's house does not match at all. That's okay. But I really like how this honey stand turned out. And then if you keep going, there's Apollo. Hey, babe. We have our flower/plant farm. So this is really big. It's two houses. It's Patty and Zucker's house. I have a ton of different flowers and then a bunch of plants in the back here, and then a place where you can check out. It's supposed to look like a giant nursery, which is, I like how it turned out, especially I feel like the houses look really good together. That's what all of this is. And then there's a little river because I made some fun waterfalls in front of this going down those cliffs. Zucker's house over here. And then if you come over here, this is just an area. It's like a filler area. But you can still come down here if you want to. There's flowers and trees, as you can see. But that is the entire plant farm area. Hi, Apollo. I love you. And then if you come down here, we're going to go back to the start of the neighborhood. And we are back at the start of the neighborhood. The way to keep going through the correct path is actually to hop and come over here. And then if we come straight down, we actually have a volleyball court. Originally, I wanted this to be the area where the campsite is. And I feel like a lot of campsites have volleyball courts. And so that's why I added it. It's like overgrown and kind of random, but I still love it. And where we are is actually behind resident services, and I'll just keep going around. Hi, Zucker. He's so cute. This is back where the farmer's market is too. So just some wayfinding. You can hop on these little islands all over the lake. I just like how they look. I think it makes the lake look a little bit cuter. And then also if you want a picture of the lake, you know, or like a picture with the lake in the background, you can do it from these little island hopping stepping stone areas. And we got some turtle friends on them. I have come back to the volleyball court and I am going to come straight back and hit this path. This little winding area is super weird looking. It was all part of the chance challenge. You can blame that, but it's basically filler until if you come here, this is like a hidden little ladder that takes you up to Apollo's house in the neighborhood. I really made this just for decorating purposes for me, for like convenience. And then if we keep coming down this way, we have another little picnic area. I tried to make this more of like a tea party setup, but it's cute and has some good backgrounds. Oh my god, Apollo's up there singing. Oh, I love the residents of this island, I'm not gonna lie. And then if you come on this path here, which I know is a little bit crazy, and then hop on our fun little hopping pads, you have Eunice's house, which is surrounded by waterfalls and adorable in my personal opinion. I've always wanted to make a residence house like on an island sort of like this, surrounded by waterfalls, but I didn't know that that meant that they would be trapped. My sweet baby Eunice is trapped here, and it's like she'll go to like resident services and stuff. If she's like outside of her house, she just stays here, and so it gets a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. She has like a little reading nook area. I like to think she's like a little cozy bookworm, and I love her very, very much. Now I actually have a hidden area to show you. So I was completely done decorating the island, and I realized that I forgot to do something with my peninsula, and so I decided that I should make a gyroid choir. So that's what I did. This is them, our lovely gyroid choir. I love them very much. It was made with whatever I had in storage, and it's just a fun little detail. And then if we come back this way, there is a ramp to go up to our 2-house extension little neighborhood. First, we have Beau's house with his bakery stuff. So Beau is a little baker, super cutie pie. We love. There wasn't a ton of room to do a lot with this build, so I'm happy that I did this. Also, as you saw, or maybe you didn't, there's a gyroid. Oh wait, hey, where can I see? How can I see him? Hello? There's a gyroid right there. I have gyroids hidden all over the island on multiple builds if you want to look for them. Also, for some wayfinding, speaking of, here's another one. This is the museum right here. So this little area is behind the museum. And then if we go up one more level, we have a little seating area, and we have Shep's house, and it's actually Shep's birthday, which is super fun. I'm not going to go in there right now because I don't have a gift to give him, but this is really basic. I didn't really have anything else to put here. It's just kind of foresty themed. And then in the back, I have a little lookout to where you can see Eunice's house, and if you use the camera, honestly, like, you can get a really good view. I love it. I think it looks beautiful, except for I kind of feel bad that she's stuck there. And then I also have a telescope to look out into the stars because of this like random little like, I want to call this a peninsula, but it's on the top of a mountain. So like, I don't know, or top of a hill. So yeah, that is that whole area. And then you come back down here and we're back at resident services. And so that is the entire island. And that is the entire video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you for people that have been here for any part of the chance challenge. If you've been here from the beginning, if this is your first video, and then if this is your first video, then definitely go back and check everything out and subscribe and all that fun stuff. But thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the chance challenge. It's been really fun for me. I cannot believe that it is actually over. I am so excited to restart and just have a brand new spanking fresh island. I am so thankful for the people that have stuck with me, especially over my little breaky break that I took. I cannot wait to play some more Animal Crossing, and I am just happy and thankful that you guys are all here. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting for the Chance Challenge. And for the last time from the Island of Chance, goodbye. I will see you in the next video where we restart an island. Bye guys, love you.